To another breaking story now, this one in San Francisco. A jetliner en route from Seoul, South Korea, crashed while landing this afternoon. The early images showing thick black smoke pouring from the plane's fuselage. Remarkably, passengers were on Twitter moments later sharing their experience, many of them having gotten off the plane on the emergency slides. Global National's Robin Stickley is joining us now with more details. Robin.
Jill, the very latest information we have is suggesting at least 2 passengers are dead and as many as 100 may be injured. I want to stress those numbers are unconfirmed right now. What we do know for sure, the FAA is calling this a crash landing. Flight 214, which is a Boeing 777 operated by Asiana Airlines, as you mentioned, coming in from Seoul, South Korea into San Francisco. We know there was no emergency declared ahead of time. From the debris field, as you take a look at this, there's speculation already that the plane basically landed short, that the tail touched down first, striking that embankment, that kind of seawall area. The tail rips off, the plane spins around at least once from what witnesses are telling us, and then it's on fire. The right side of the plane engulfed in flames. Almost immediately after, we saw footage of the emergency slides being deployed. And interesting to note, we also saw on Twitter one of the passengers tweeting a photo. And in the photo, you do see that some passengers were able to get out safely. Now, eyewitnesses on the ground say they knew watching this plane as it came in that something about it just did not look right. Take a listen.
It was coming into land at the last minute. You could see the front end pop up and then slam down. And then it went from there and it eventually became the big explosion.
It came in like this, and I was just watching the wheels and it just hit like that and the whole thing just collapsed immediately.
Well, the damage to the body of the plane is extensive, but if there's any good news here, Jill, it's likely that, this was a flight 10 hours in, so it was not carrying maximum capacity fuel. We know that San Francisco's airport remains closed at this hour. Nothing is getting in, nothing is going out, and the National Transportation Safety Board investigators from here in Washington are on their way to begin their investigation. Again, we're hearing 2 dead, as many as 100 injured, but those numbers are not confirmed and likely to change.